Tonight I'm investigating the Indiana State Sanatorium.
We have guests from all over the world come and experience paranormal activity. It's scary.
The best way I can describe it is like a mouse, like chittering, but it wasn't even a mouse sound.
Watching you.
Oh my
Hundreds of people, if not thousands, they spent a decade or more here, and it was the last place they ever were.
This is called the death whistle. They believe that by blowing this whistle, it helps guide the spirits to the afterlife, or it can help summon spirits. That was straight talking. I do personally believe though, like when you are alone in locations, you are more susceptible to having an experience with the paranormal, because not only that, you're also having less people with you. There's no absolute way this is a ghost. I'm Connor Biddle. As a young boy, my family moved into a seemingly ordinary house. It held secrets beyond imagination. It was there that I first encountered the supernatural, an experience that would stay with me for a lifetime. From that moment on, my fascination with the paranormal was born. Over the years, I've dedicated myself to capturing the unexplained on camera. It's lighting up, yeah. Awesome! Join me as I spend the night in places where the lines between our world and the unknown blur, aiming to document every chilling encounter. Do you want me to come back there?
Yes.
Oh my God. If you're ready, it's time to spend the night with me inside some of the most haunted locations across the country. Welcome to my Paranormal Encounters. Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. This is the first ever revamp Paranormal Encounters episode. Things are a little bit differently here on this channel. I will be going to places alone and investigating some of the most haunted places in America. Tonight I'm investigating the Indiana State Sanatorium, which is notoriously the most haunted building in the entire state. And not only tonight am I here alone, but I'm also doing a collab with none other than Paranormal Quest.
Hey, Paranormal Encounters, what is happening? I am excited to be here, Dave. Are you excited to be here?
I'm so excited. It's been a long time since we've got to do an investigation with Connor, and what better place than this massive mammoth of a place?
I know, and the history here is so dark. I mean, there's so many places that you have been in your career as a paranormal investigator, but I think this one is going to really challenge you because you're alone. Dave and I are going to be investigating in other places for most of the night. We are going to do a session together, but for most of the night, you're alone, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm really nervous, okay? I don't know why, but I've been so nervous. I've been telling you guys too, because we went last night and investigated the Stark Saloon. I don't know why, but this place has been giving me a lot of anxiety. And I think it's just because of some of the stuff that I've been hearing from people who have been here. And the last time you guys were here, you guys have had some really freaky stuff. What kind of stuff did you guys have for those who haven't seen it?
The most terrifying part, the most chilling part of the investigation for us, and Dave can attest to this, the nursing home building that was built in 1978. That building was built on the site of the men's ward. It is really freaky. I mean, we heard footsteps that sounded like they were walking right up to us.
That sounded like footsteps. Yeah, it was walking.
We had equipment going off, REM pods going off, and this place is just chilling to walk through, even without paranormal activity. When Lee Allen Bryant closed in 2011, they moved the patients out, they lost their license, and then nobody really came back in here to take the stuff. There's garbage cans sitting outside the room with fresh bags in them, like they were changed the day that they closed and then left there. Bedding, sheets, pillows, everything left behind. So this place is the perfect recipe for a haunting, and I'm excited to get in here, especially with us being alone in these buildings, to see what we can capture and to see what could possibly show themselves to us.
I do personally believe though, like when you are alone in locations, you are more susceptible to having an experience with the paranormal, because not only that, you're also having less people with you. And I think it's more of a intimate experience to have. I've had some of my scariest experiences when I've been by myself at places. If you haven't already subscribed to Paranormal Quest, their link to their channel is in the description below. Hit that subscribe button and follow them. Are you guys ready to get inside Indiana State Sanatorium?
I'm ready, and fans of Paranormal Encounters, get ready for Connor's massive return here to YouTube. I'm so excited for him. Are you ready to get in there?
I am. Yeah, I guess I am. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
The Indiana State Sanatorium was founded in 1908 as the state of Indiana's main tuberculosis hospital. The facility here was built on 640 acres. It contained a children's hospital with 120 children patients and an adult hospital with about 80 men and 80 women. It was a fully self-contained community. Everybody that worked at the Indiana State Sanatorium lived at the Indiana State Sanatorium because they didn't want them transmitting a communicative, contagious disease around the community. It wasn't a poorhouse. It was people fought to get in here. This was like cutting edge medicine. The hospital operated from 1908 to 1968. In the 1930s, they put a major set of operating rooms and a new hospital on the site. That building is no longer here. A lot of the original buildings are here. The Indiana State Sanatorium had its own schools for the children's hospital. They had stores and churches, their own dairy, sewage treatment plant, coal burning power plant, tunnels all over the site, and many of those are still here. They cured tuberculosis in the early 1960s with antibiotics. And by the late 1960s, the state of Indiana decided they no longer needed a remote quarantine hospital. The site sat vacant as a hospital from 1968 to about 1976. People lived on the site, state employees stayed in the housing that was left over from the tuberculosis era, but they weren't treating patients here. When a group of accountants from Chicago with the middle names of Lee, Allen, and Bryant decided to open a psychiatric hospital. It was a psychiatric hospital and a nursing home specialized in psychiatric medicine. It was a private hospital. It operated from 1976 to 2011. As with many private psychiatric hospitals, it had issues with patient care issues. It had issues with billing. It had fights with the state on all sorts of things. They got sued many times for patient care issues. It sat vacant until about 2020 when my wife and I took over operations of the facility. Hundreds of people, if not thousands, they spent a decade or more here, and it was the last place they ever were.
Locally, we provide skin tests for anyone that needs it or desires it. We try by this method to find people with active tuberculosis. We help in the problems that tuberculosis creates for the families and the patients. We follow the patients and we help in caring for the patients per se.
The death toll at the Indiana State Sanatorium and Lee Allen Bryant periods was about 5,000 people over 100 years, about equally split between the people that died in the tuberculosis era and the people that died at the nursing home. The most famous death out here is probably the murder-suicide in 2009. One maintenance worker got a raise, or he was sleeping with his coworker's wife. He came in and he execution-style shot his coworker down in the tunnels, and then went across to the power plant and shot himself. There were people that ran naked out into the road and got hit by a truck or jumped in front of a truck. There was people that drowned in the river trying to escape. The 5-story building, which housed Zyger Hospital, we've been told that there's been 4 people that have jumped off the roof. There was a young lady who diagnosed with schizophrenia. She was brought here right before Christmas. As soon as she arrived, she started complaining about a spectral nurse in like a 1950s style pointed nurse's hat that claimed that the young lady was staying in her room and that she was keeping it a mess. And she spent the next 6 weeks on her hands and knees scrubbing the grout with her toothbrush, and she complained to the housekeeping staff, she complained to the nurses, she complained to her doctor, she complained to her parents about this ghost was keeping her from sleeping, and was complaining that her room was a mess. No one really did anything, and 6 weeks after she arrived on Valentine's Day, which is tonight, there was a blizzard, And so she took all of her clothes off, went out into the blizzard, and crawled up to the water tower and froze to death there.
The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up came the sun and dried up all the rain. So the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again.
We have guests from all over the world come and experience paranormal activity. It's scary. Even when it was operating as Lee Allen Bryant, I've seen lots of people that were interviewed as they were housekeepers, cooks and stuff, that they claimed that they were sure the place was haunted even when mental patients or psychiatric patients were here. When you come here, I let you explore, and the buildings are yours to do if you want with. We don't hold your hand. We don't sit there and tell you scary stories. We kind of give you the map tour and let you go. Occasionally we'll get trespassers, and so running through buildings searching for trespassers at night in the dark is kind of terrifying. You had asked me a little bit before, what have I found that invokes the paranormal or is particularly spooky? In the 5-story, that when people are on the lower level, they swear they hear people making noise, laughing, walking above them and the floors above them. The building only has 2 staircases to the higher floors, and so the investigators, the guests, will go up both sets of stairs to find the noise is loud enough that they're sure that there's people in the buildings. And they get all the way to the roof and there's no one in the buildings. And that has been reported to me more times than I can count.
All right, guys, we're finally inside of Adams Hall here at ISS. The sun is down, and it's time to get started.
We are going to be splitting up to start the night. There's many buildings, a lot of area, and we have to cover as much as possible.
And if you want to see what happens to you guys on my channel, Paranormal Encounters, need to go subscribe to Paranormal Quest. And that link is in the description in the video below.
Ooh.
So get ready. We're doing this a little bit interesting. We're letting fate decide where we're going.
Yes,
we have 3 places picked out, 3 of the scariest buildings. This one, Adams Hall, which is said to be haunted by the ghosts of psychiatric patients and also nurses who used to live here back before the tuberculosis hospital closed down. We have, as well, the nursing home building, which was built in 1978, built atop the land where the men's tuberculosis wards used to be. And it is long and it is creepy and there's a lot of strange things that go on there.
That's Dave's favorite. He wants to go to the nurse's home really bad.
No, he does not.
So I hope fate works in our favor and he gets to go there.
I hope so too. So the last is the tunnels. Now, what we know about the tunnels is in 2009, there was a man who shot his coworker in cold blood in those tunnels, and they say there's a lot of things seen and experienced down there as well. So we're all gonna be fully separated from one another, and this is gonna get a little bit spooky, a little bit creepy. Are you ready to decide?
The thing is though, we wanna keep in mind here for everybody who is watching though, we do have walkie-talkies, okay? Because we are taking precautions in case something does happen, an emergency or whatnot. So walkie-talkies will activate the REM pod, but it does not work unless you're within at least 15 to 20-ish feet to make the REM pod go off.
Yes.
So we want to keep that in mind here. So if it does go off, we're not touching our walkie, no one's talking to us through the walkie-talkie because mine's gonna be here all night. It could be paranormal activity. We want to keep that in mind though.
So besides that, we're all gonna meet back here in front of Adams Hall here in a little over an hour. Are we ready to decide who goes where?
Not really.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I don't, listen, I am terrified of that nursing home area, simply because the last time we were here, it was beyond creepy, and just the stuff that we got in there was, I'm just not ready for it. I am simply not ready for it, so.
All right, so I have the 3 scariest places we have talked about written on pieces of paper, and I've crumbled them up. I do not know what's what. We don't know what's what. We're gonna put it in this cup and shake it up.
Got
and
some nice spider webs on that right there.
Great.
Great.
Awesome.
There you go, Dave.
Great.
Me and Dave love spiders.
So, let me set this here.
Yeah.
Wait to open it. Wait to open it.
Connor,
I hope I get a good one.
and this is mine.
This is 100% like real fate here. I mean, we have the 3 locations that we obviously knew we were going to, wrote them down on paper, and we're choosing. So
I'm not gonna lie though, okay? You may be scared of the nurse's home. I'm scared more so of this damn building. And the only reason why is because some of the stuff I've heard from people who have been here, and this thing's huge. I'd rather go one story, and I'm good with the older ladies. They like me. Let's just find out where we're going.
on the count of 3, we'll say where we're going. 3, 2, 1. Tunnels.
Nurse's home.
Adams Hall.
I'm actually kind of regretting my decision now. I'm actually kind of scared of the nurse's home now I'm thinking about it. Oh my God, I'm kind of scared. It's one story, right? It's one floor?
One floor, but many rooms.
Now, I brought something that I have never seen anyone on YouTube doing a paranormal show has ever used before.
Okay.
Okay, and I figured while we're out here where there's lots of death, I'm gonna add a little bit to this investigation.
What is happening?
What are you doing, Connor?
Okay, so I'll take this out if I get it out of the bag. This is called the death whistle, okay? The Aztecs believed, now online, a lot of people that look up death whistles will say that this was used to scare off their enemies, but scientists have never found the Aztec whistle on any battleground that Aztecs have ever been on. They believe that they have found it in chambers and temples where it could point to ceremonial practices. And when you look further into it, they believe that by blowing this whistle, it helped guide the spirits to the afterlife, or it can help summon spirits. Now, they don't exactly know the real reason to why this whistle is made, but I'm gonna blow this in here, and it's really creepy. So I'm gonna step back because it's kind of loud, so you can get the full effect. But by doing this, hopefully we can maybe stir up some paranormal activity and just give it a shot, you know? That's what the paranormal is, just experimenting.
Yeah.
It's actually really creepy.
That
Yeah?
is.
It sounds like someone crying in agony.
If that doesn't summon spirits because of the historical and cultural reasons, it would definitely probably summon something because it sounds like someone screaming in pain.
Or a fox.
Let's go now that Connor has summoned some sort of spirits or entities in Adams Hall with his death whistle. It's time for me to be alone in here.
Good luck with that.
Thanks, Connor.
You're welcome. I'm walking back to the station where my camera is sitting up down at the end of this hallway, recording the nurses' station, because it's sort of like centralized. And a lot of people have had activity in the nurses' wing area. So I figured once I get back over there, we should run like a ghost tube session just to try to just get a feel where I should kind of go and go from there. I got a lot of equipment with me in my backpack. I'm well prepared. Man, this is creepy. We're pretty much back here at the nurses' station now. All right. Get the flashlight off right now. My name is Connor, and I was told that this is a really unsettling area that people go and investigate at. I'm going to pull out a device that we call Ghost Tube, and you can use that to tell me things about yourself and talk with me. Is there anybody here in the nurse's home? I'm Connor. Can you kind of tell me who you are? I'm gonna walk this way, down this hallway. and see if I can get any kind of feel where I should try to move this camera and everything else. I've been really nervous to come here. Is there anybody down this hall? You can use this device in my hand and tell me who you are, or talk to me. Maybe you can tell me about something about yourself. I have some piece of equipment I'm going to take out and you can use if you don't like to use Ghost Tube. Does anybody want a visitor? I'm here to simply visit with you. Man, this is creepy as shit. Let's go back down this way and get that static cam. Kind of set this up as our base camp area, I guess. Set Ghost Tube down right there. Karma. Okay, maybe I should change the voice on Ghost Tube because that was creepy. Karma? What are you talking about karma? Are you saying karma because I was making fun that Dave was scared to come down here? And the hallway's creepy as hell. Okay, we're gonna move this static key. What? Drink? Missing? What do you mean? Who's missing? Are you talking about your drink is missing? Talks every time I walk away from it. All right. You don't know? Okay. Here we go. You don't know what? What was that? Hello? There was just a bang just now. There was a bang down this hallway just now, and I don't think that's Ryan or Dave because they're not even near me. You don't know what? What was that? Hello? There was just a bang just now. You don't know what? What was that? Hello? There was just a bang just now. Did you make a noise? Okay, that's freaky. Okay. I know. Yeah, that was freaky. Okay, that's weird. Was that you that made that noise? I hope the camera caught that bang on audio because it was kind of faint, but it sounded like it was coming from this direction or over here somewhere. I think the hallway back that way goes to the other end of this nurse's wing because I think this way goes back to Adam's hall because they're all connected. It's like a giant cross here. So I'm going to take out a device called the Epoch. It's a yes or no device. Oh my God, there's footsteps. Hello? Somebody back there? I'm for real hearing footsteps right now. Oh my. Hello? Oh my. Hello? Somebody back there? I'm literally hearing footsteps on the end of this hallway right now. Who's down at the end of the hallway down there? Guys, there's literally someone down in this hallway right now. Ryan? Dave? Okay, now I'm starting to think that this is someone, not an actual ghost. Hello? There's literally someone walking down there. Oh my God, I gotta go down there. I gotta go down there. I've gotta go down there. We're just gonna set the camera up facing this hallway. I don't want to do this in case it's a real person, but I gotta do this. Is there somebody down this hallway? Hello? If you're in this building, you're trespassing. You need to leave. I can hear you down there. I'm literally so scared right now. Hello? Okay, come on. There's no absolute way this is a ghost. It's gotta be a animal. Hello? Yeah, like I said a minute ago, there's absolutely nothing more terrifying. I'm like shaking than thinking that someone's really in this building, because that's something I've been worried about the most. It's someone in this building with me trespassing. And it's so loud that there is literally somebody down at the end of this hallway. I hope the camera audio has been capturing these footsteps I'm hearing. Because there's someone down here for, I'm not even kidding you. It's not a ghost, there's no way. Hello? You need to come out right now. The police will not get involved if you come out and show yourself. We have permission to be here, you don't. I heard you. Down in this hallway somewhere further. Come on, you're trespassing. There's no way this is a ghost. Hello? You better come out right now. Oh, look at that. Have a nice day. Oh, I'm not having a nice day right now. This is freaky as shit. I got some cold chills on my body right now because as far as what I'm seeing, there's no human down here, and I was hearing walking on the tile down here, and there's actually no tile. Like full-on footsteps where I thought it was Ryan or Dave, but it's just thinking about it, it can't be because they're in their own areas. Okay, this is a great time right now to pull out the epoch. We're gonna get the stationary camera. We're gonna pull it down a little bit further down this hallway since we were hearing those footsteps, and see if we can, if it is a ghost, we can communicate with them right now. Oh, hello? Okay, sorry, I just had to check the hallway with the flashlight to make sure there is no one down these hallways. Just went down there, saw no one, stopped hearing the footsteps, started walking this way, and I literally just heard something like pound against the wall in that one room down over there. So we're gonna take this camera and move down the hallway some. If it is a ghost for sure, and it's not an actual human that I saw, we gotta see if there's anybody actually down here. Because I'm hearing some freaking noises over here. We're gonna take out ghost tube one more time. Ghost tube syncing. This is the second session where I just... Priest. Second session where I just heard something down here. So the epoch's right there, it's on. So if you don't know what an epoch is, an epoch basically is a yes or no device. You ask questions, spirits can answer your questions with a yes or no. Green for yes, red for no. Longer that the light is on, the more likely it's paranormal. So hopefully we can maybe just ask some yes or no questions down here. You can talk to me through this device called Ghost Tube. Tell me things about yourself. You can also answer this device right here with a yes for green, red for no. The longer you hold it down, the more likely that it's you communicating with me. I'm gonna ask some yes or no questions. Can you make a noise for me? Okay, well, that was right on point. Okay, maybe let's try this instead, because I am hearing noises. Can you light that up with a green light if you're here with me right now? Are you okay? I'm kind of freaked out right now because I don't know who you are, if you're really a ghost or somebody in the building with me. Can you just answer that for me, please? Can you light that up with a green light if that's you in this building? Or if there's anybody here with me? Below? You would down in the tunnel somewhere with Dave? See, there is literally knocking down this hallway, right in this area, and I don't know what it is. I didn't hear this earlier. Is there somebody in that room? Thank you for doing that. That was a yes. Are you the one making all the noises? Can you tell me who you are? Can you tell me if you were here when it was a nursing home? Oh my God, that was loud. There's somebody in this nursing home? Okay, there's nothing in that room in there. I just looked in there. I don't know, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to the hallway right where the nurse is stationed at and go to the right. I haven't been down in that hallway yet, and we're gonna use the devices down there because those noises are way too loud to be a ghost like that one. I'm gonna get out of this hallway area. Spent most of my time solo hearing these damn noises and not using any equipment, so that's working out great for me right now.
After surviving an hour of solo chaos in the nursing home that could give anyone the heebie-jeebies, I met up with Ryan and David in front of Adams Hall. Ready for a chat about our next move, I couldn't wait to find out if these two had encountered the same spine-tingling experiences I just braved.
How was it, everybody? How was your solo, Ryan?
I had the scared out of me. Ooh. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, I was my knees were shaking together. I was like, when I first got up to the third floor, I was almost like, I've never been that close to like leaving a solo.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, what happened?
So I walk up there and I am on the third floor. I set the camera down because I'm like, it's time to set up the equipment. So I set this camera on the floor and I start walking back to where I can take the backpack off. I have the camera at the end of the hallway rolling, and I swear to God, something hisses at me.
What?
What?
Like, that's all I hear. I hear this loud ass hiss, and I think it's an animal. And I searched every room to try and see if I could figure out where it came from, and there was no animal in there. And it wasn't like I heard the hiss and then scurrying away like something was leaving. There was nothing, it was just a hiss. So then I'm like, okay, set up. REM pod starts going crazy right where the hiss came from. And then probably like 5-10 minutes later, I was standing there, full night vision at this point, and from back by the static camera, which would have been over by the stairs, and then 2 wings off this side. I heard what sounded like just this loud ass movement. It made me jump out of my skin.
Well, we did have the better fate then.
We did. Yeah.
I wanted Adams Hall. I'm glad I didn't.
I think Connor should go to Adams Hall next.
Wait, wait, what?
You still have your session for your channel. I think you need to go into Adams Hall next.
Awesome, yeah, okay, yeah.
What did you guys have happen?
So I started down in the tunnels. I went to the far end of the tunnel where that altercation happened between those 2 gentlemen. I was down there briefly and I heard like coming from outside, which right outside of that is there's some pavement. It could have been the wind, it could have been anything because there's an open window right there, but it kind of freaked me out, so I headed back down the other way.
So I'm gonna be straight with you guys. I thought somebody broke in the building.
Oh, really?
And when I say that, it's because I swear to God, I heard somebody walking on that tile floor back there at the other end of the hallway going towards Adams Hall.
Ooh.
So I was like, okay, maybe it really is something, maybe paranormal. But going back, I started thinking to myself like, nah, it's not paranormal. But now I definitely think it's something paranormal because I didn't see no animal. I looked through a closet, a linen door, there's nothing in there. Couldn't find any signs of anything like that, so.
It sounds like it was a good first session for all of us.
I think so, and I think that means because the most activities in Adams Hall and the nursing home, I think, Dave, you and I should go to the nursing home. Connor, I think it's your turn to go to Adams Hall.
Great, awesome. Where did you have the hissing at?
3rd floor.
I'm gonna avoid that floor. All right.
Let's do it.
If you guys wanna watch what happened to Ryan with the hissing, you need to go to the Paranormal Quest's YouTube channel. Again, that link to their channel will be in the video description down below. Let's get inside, you guys, and I'm gonna go to Adams Hall.
10-4.
Let's go.
And just like that, I made my way to Adams Hall. Ryan and David tagged along to help carry my equipment before venturing off to the nursing home. I was wondering at this point if I too would experience anything as frightening as Ryan had.
I am on the most violent floor of the Adams Hall, which is the 5th floor where there was violent men. Ryan had his hissing experience, I think on the 3rd floor, is what he was telling me about. So this is great. I'm a non-violent male on a violent male's floor. So I'm running natural light at the minute here. It is actually pretty decrepit up here. Everything is falling apart. Ryan and Dave have actually left me a music box down there. So if anybody comes from that hallway towards this way, it should make that music box light up. We could even hear it too. So we're gonna set up some cat balls and some motion detectors up here and see if we can get any kind of activity and get anything to go off. So I'm gonna set some of that stuff up right now. We got all of our equipment set up. We are now officially alone. Hopefully Ryan and David witnessed that footstep stuff and maybe they can even find a natural explanation for it, but it's kind of freaky to think about that I'm up here on this floor and only 2 floors below me is where Ryan just had that hiss. He showed us the footage of the hiss. It's pretty creepy. Okay, my name is Connor. And I'm up here on this floor with you. I don't think anyone's been up here tonight. I've got a device right here called a REM pod in this chair. So if you come in here and sit with me, I can see that. And I've got another device over here if you come from that hallway. I also have a music box down that hallway and I can hear you if you come this way. We're also gonna set up some cat balls real quick here. So this is the music box. See, it'll play like that if something walks in front of it. So what we're gonna do is set up a cat ball right there. So I've got a whole line of cat balls that will go off, hopefully, if somebody walks into this room with me. Okay, I'm alone up here on the 5th floor of the Adams Hall. If there's anybody up here or in this building, if you come up to this floor, if you're allowed to, I've got several devices you can use to make it go off. Let me know that you're present. Is there anybody here? This building is so eerily quiet. It's freaking me out. I heard that there were some really violent men that were up on this floor. What kind of stuff did you do? Can you make a loud noise? Show me like the stuff that you did? And I'm only here tonight to just get to know you. That's all I'm interested in. What I mean by getting to know you is just know who you are. If you come from down that hallway right there, I can see you. I've got a whole line of cat balls. You walk in front of the music box and make the cat balls come down here and light all the way up. That'll let me know that you're here. I'm gonna get up and stand for a minute. Yeah, so I was okay in the nursing home, but I definitely feel really uneasy on this floor. And it could be just because I know this is the most violent men floor. I feel like the room I'm in right now, there's an elevator right there. I feel like the room I'm in right now is like maybe the recreational area where people were in here and watched TV on a couch or something. I don't know. Can you tell me where you are? I am going to take out Ghost Tube again just so I can see if I can hear anybody talking. Since we do have those devices right now. If you're up here, can you please tell me who you are? You can light up any of these devices. I've got a REM pod right here. I heard that. You can light up any of these devices. I've got a REM pod right here. I heard that. Might have been me stepping over, bending over. That made me stop for a second. Is that somebody back there? Maybe you can tell me who hissed at Ryan? I feel like you're not really talking because I have light on right now. Is there anybody up here? Any men? What were you up here for? Somebody back there at the end of this hall? I'm Connor. Who are you? I think that was the REM pod beeping because of the temperature dropping. What floor do you want me to go on? Okay. I hate to do this, but I feel like the only way that something's going to come out and talk, or someone, is if I turn off this light and go night vision on this light. I really don't want to do it, but I feel like I have to. Let's just go night vision. Now I'm officially in the dark. There's somebody up here with me? Something just moves behind me over there. Something fell. I really don't like this floor. If there's somebody up here down the end of that hallway, temperature keeps changing on the REM pod. If there's somebody at the end of that hallway down there, please walk this way, and you should be able to make the motion detectors light up. Got a music box down there. You stand in front of it, I can hear it go off. And I'm sure you know what cat balls are. Can you make a noise? I'm just going to sit here and be quiet for a few moments and see and listen to the building, kind of get sort of adjusted to the sounds that it normally has, and see if anything happens, I guess. Hello? I hear walking behind me. Somebody back there?
Help me.
What can I help you with? What do you need help with? I don't like this floor. I have several devices in here you can make go off. Can you make one of them go off for me, please? That's just the REM pod going off because the temperature is changing right now. Temperature is dropping, I guess. I'm actually going to walk over there and reset that. Temperature 0, there we go. Where are you? What floor? I don't think many people were allowed on this floor, were they? This is where they kept a lot of violent men.
Who is she?
Who is who? I feel like that's just environmental noise at the minute on GhostTube. It just said, who is she? I don't believe that's anything paranormal at the minute. If you're talking about someone like a woman or something, can you light up one of the devices so I know that you're communicating with me? It's like an office or something in there.
I want one.
You want a woman? Is that what you're asking for? You want one what? What do you want? Something I can get you? Ryan and David had REM pod activity, and I'm not having any of these go off, like at all. I rarely ever have REM pod activity go off. Do I need to go to a lower floor? I was told this is the scariest floor. It looks scary, but I don't know if anyone's up here to talk to me. Can you show yourself by using any of this equipment here? We got 4 cat balls and a music box up here in the 5th floor. If you're anywhere in the building, you can come up here to the 5th floor. You have permission, and you can talk with me by using any of these devices.
Believe.
Believe? I'll believe that somebody's up here if you make any of these devices go off. That's all you got to do. I'll believe that then.
I hear you.
Okay? I'm glad he can hear me. Sit back down. Do you not like coming out and talking to people? Hello? Do you have a favorite paranormal investigator that's ever come here? If so, can you tell me their name? It's really cold up here. What was that? Hello? That was talking. Hello? That was straight talking.
Now, this is kind of hard to hear, but I'm going to play my handheld camera audio and the static camera's audio. Let me know in the comments below if you can hear the talking and what you think is being said.
It's really cold up here. What was that? Hello? That was talking. It's really cold up here. What was that? Hello? That was talking. Hello? That was straight talking. Okay. I literally just heard a over that way behind the camera. All I did was ask you who your favorite paranormal investigator was. Can you tell me their name?
Watching you.
Oh, Are you watching me? Yeah, that's not a great thing to have when you're up here by yourself. You're watching me? I heard a voice just a second ago. Yeah, I don't like being up here at all. Like, everyone that's watching, like, in the comfort of your home is so different for you because you're just watching. Yeah, you may get scared, but the feeling that I have up here is like utter like fear for a minute. Especially when I heard that like, the best way I can describe it sounded like a mouse like chittering, but it wasn't even a mouse sound.
Watching you.
Oh my I get you're watching me. Okay, I'm getting creeped the out now. Where are you watching me from? What I was going to say, which is just validated again, saying that twice, that I literally have utter fear right now feeling this way, and all of you watching, it doesn't feel that way, but I feel like my back is vulnerable right now from behind me, the hallways. This is creepy, straight creepy. This is probably the scariest thing I've ever done, is doing investigations by myself. Yeah, the vibe up here has changed so much. I definitely feel like somebody's watching me. Where are you? Okay, so right now I'm on the 3rd floor of the Adams Hall. This is where actually Ryan had a hiss happen to him and hear some noises happen. There's something outside, I don't know what that is, but anyways. I'm just gonna walk through here and see if I can have any kind of experience of some sort of like that, or hear any noises and just kind of get an idea. Hey, my name is Connor. I think this is the women's floor, I think. I'm not sure if men were allowed up here, but I'm just up here because my friend was just here a minute ago and he heard someone hiss. Is that because you didn't want him up here? I just came from the 5th floor a second ago. Not sure where he had the hiss happen. Oh my God, look at that, bro. Is there any women up here? We're gonna go get our Staticam and move on down to this hallway towards the middle, kind of like what we did on the 5th floor, and take out some pieces of equipment and see if we can communicate with any of the women up here. Okay, my name is Connor, and I'm just up here to communicate with you and maybe get to know some of you ladies. I've got a cat ball in this chair right here. I've got one on the floor over there, one right here, and the music box. It makes pretty sounds. And I've got a box right there in front of me called the Epoch. What that does is it basically answers yes or no questions. You're more than welcome to come in this room with me, have a conversation, sit in this chair and answer yes or no questions. Just want to get to know who you are. Is there anybody on this floor with me? Green means yes, red means no. The longer you hold the light down, the more likely I know that's you talking to me. Can someone come in here and talk to me? Oh, the cat ball's going off right now. What was that? Cat ball goes off and I heard like a squeak or something back there behind that camera. Thank you for lighting up the cat ball. I appreciate you doing that. Was that you I just heard a second ago? Oh, lighting up again. Thank you for doing that. Can you light up that Epoch device over there? Let me know that that's you making that go off. Can you light that up green? Are you in this room with me? Did you stay on this floor? Green. Yes. Were you the one that made the cat ball go off a minute ago? Did you hiss at Ryan? If you want me to leave this floor and leave you, I can, but the music box will make me for sure leave if I heard that go off. Can you do that? Cat balls haven't gone off at all anymore since earlier. Epoch is quiet again. Are you still up here with me? Upstairs on the 5th floor, somebody said, I'm watching you twice. Are you the one that's watching me? It's gone awfully. No. You're not the one that was watching me upstairs on the 5th floor? Do I have that right? You're telling me that you're not the one that was watching me on the 5th floor? Do you want me to leave this floor? All right, so I'm gonna stop this session right now. I had really creepy, weird experiences up here. I thought I heard somebody talking behind this camera when I was over there in the middle of this hall. Definitely cool responses with the cat ball going off up here. This floor really does feel freaky. I'm surprised Ryan didn't run out of this floor because I felt that way when I heard the weird chatter thing behind this camera. I'm gonna get off of this camera. I'm gonna go outside. My hour up solo is done. And I'm gonna wait for Ryan and David to show up so we can film some stuff together. Okay, so we just set up cameras for Paranormal Quest's abandonment. So the whole entire area over there is filled with cameras. And we thought the best thing that we could do right now, according to the interview with Greg, is to come over here to the water tower. It is the anniversary where this woman named Rebecca or Sarah or what have you, climbed up this water tower right here on this day, Valentine's Day, and froze during a blizzard, got naked and went up this water tower and froze to death. So we're out here, we're gonna try to communicate with her or any of the spirits out here, because there is a potter grave over here, somewhere over here, and see if we can talk to any spirits. Got Ryan on the camera right here, Dave's right over here. It is very cold out here, so.
It is. Probably not as cold as it was that night back. Yeah. 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah. So I've got the epoch, and then what I think we should also do is do a ghost tube seer session and maybe see if we can get an image of this woman who perished over here, or even any spirits, hopefully, that could be over here in this potter grave.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
All right.
I mean, look at this water tower, though. You can't even see it. I mean, it's so dark out here.
I don't know how she climbed all the way up there.
Like, even with your flashlight on, I can't even see that.
I know, right? Okay, let's set up this epoch right here. Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Rebecca or Sarah. We're not really sure what your name is, but we were out here at the last spot you were living. It is your anniversary of your death. Trees are moving over there, kind of eerie.
It is.
We just want to know if you're still here. Rebecca climbed that really tall water tower during a blizzard. You got naked and climbed that tower and froze. I can't imagine what you probably felt doing that. And your experiences of you seeing this nun, this ghost, this nurse inside Adam's Hall. Are you still here with us? If you don't know what this device does, it lights up a green light for yes and a red light for no.
Rebecca, are you here? Can you make that device on the ground? It's got a blue light on it. You can change it to green for yes and red for no, like Connor just said.
You know, there's so many people that hear your story and probably think that you were hallucinating That it was just a hallucination, the nurse in Adams Hall. And maybe it was. But then you realize that that was where all the nurses lived back in the 1950s. Do you believe what you were seeing was an actual spirit of a nurse who used to live there? Do you believe you were seeing a ghost? Wow, are you serious?
Wow.
The first time it lit up.
Thank you for doing that,
What did you address her as?
Rebecca.
Okay. Did you like it up here on the hill? Is that why you came up here?
Is this Rebecca that we're talking to right now? That's
What was
not
that?
leaves.
Did you hear whistling?
Yeah. Did you see that in the woods?
I didn't see anything, but I heard something. I don't know if it was branches smacking together or what that was, but then I heard a whistle after that.
I did hear the whistle though. It came from that
other
direction
way.
behind the camera. Are there spirits that are able to roam this property?
If there is more than one spirit around us, anyone is welcome to come forward and speak with us and use that device with the blue light that we set down. And again, green for yes, red for no. Is your body buried in the cemetery up here?
What?
No, it just sounds so weird with the leaves moving with the wind, you know?
Mm-hmm. The way you flinched, I thought you saw something.
No, it sounded like something was moving through those bushes over there. Those trees. Rebecca, if we were just talking to you a minute ago, if your name is Rebecca, we want to use a different piece of equipment to talk with you. Maybe you can show us some memories of yours, show us what you look like, or just anything in general. You can use it to draw images. Let's take out the ghost tubes here.
Okay.
Try
Let's
that.
do it. It's so weird that the only response that we got, positive or negative, yes or no, was a yes. Whenever I asked that if she believed that it was a ghost that she saw.
That was a cool response right there.
Yeah.
It's been sitting empty right now, nothing's going on. So Ghost Tube Seer is made by our friends Amy and Jared from the YouTube channel Amy's Crypt. And basically what this does is it basically takes words. It has a word, it uses words kind of like Ghost Tube, where it's like the ovulus. And it takes the words and it sends it up to an artificial intelligence, and the artificial intelligence sends down an image that's drawn, and every image is unique. I'm gonna put this on and we're gonna see if we can hopefully talk to Rebecca or Sarah or even any of these spirits that could be over here, somewhere over here in this Potter grave. So you guys ready?
We're ready.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Please don't let an animal come eat me. Okay, you guys ask questions if you guys want.
Yeah. Miss?
There's an image already of a doctor. There's a doctor and he's standing next to a patient with a mask. He's wearing a mask and so is his patient already.
That could be something more tuberculosis.
That's literally what I was thinking too with the mask.
Yeah.
Because they used masks back in those days too.
Oh, that's very weird. Rebecca, if you're here, can you come through and show an image to Connor? Something that was important to you? Or if you're over by the ladder where you climbed up, can you touch one of those red lights on the ground?
Ooh, it said yes. Epoch.
Can you go over and touch one of those red lights?
If there are any spirits over here by the water tower or the potter's grave, you're more than welcome to show us something. Maybe show us what you saw here. Your favorite memory. Or just something you want us to know.
Dave, can that camera see us?
I don't know.
Looks like it's pointed the other way. I would move, but I don't want to unframe him for the seer purposes. Can you show us what life was like here at the Indiana State Sanatorium or the Lee Allen Bryant home? We're not sure who we're speaking to or who is here, but our friend Connor here, he'd love to see a picture. You can paint a picture for him, like an art project, by using words.
Can you show him a picture of the lady that you kept seeing?
If a nurse comes through there, I'm gonna shit my pants.
Oh, yeah. What's my direction to the ladder right now if I walk backwards?
Directly behind
Will
you.
I hit anything if I walk backwards?
You know you won't, not until you get to the REM pod.
This is strange. Walking in VR right now. Oh, God.
What?
There's a body on the ground.
In the image?
Yeah. Like this. You just see the two legs and it's laying on its back. Am I standing near a grave? Wow, this is freaky.
Rebecca, are you here?
Rebecca, if you can hear me, can you show me, like Dave asked, what you were seeing in the Adams Hall?
Epoch went yes.
Ooh. We'd love to see it, Rebecca. Or Sarah. We're not sure if your name is Rebecca or Sarah, but Connor would love to see the nurse that you were seeing.
Is that the water tower right here?
Yeah, I mean, you're pointing over towards the center of, like, directly underneath of it.
Okay. Oh, God. There we go. Now I'm looking at it.
Whoa.
What is that? Creepy being by woods.
I don't know what that was. Oh, there it is again.
There's a radio tower way off back there.
But
what was that?
I don't know. But
Did you hear that? Oh my God, I got an image. There's a face right here. Oh my God, actually this is a face. It's morphing.
Really?
Yeah, there's a face. I can tell that's a face. It's going in and out, in and out. It's literally morphing in front of me. There's something blue right here and I cannot tell what this is.
Is this you, Rebecca?
Looks like a smile, not a smile. It's kind of freaking me out.
I just want to say this for Connor reviewing. What I saw was not the radio tower.
Oh, okay.
In between these two skinny trees right here, it happened twice and it hasn't happened since. There was a light that appeared and then disappeared and it hasn't reappeared since.
We're gonna be leaving this property here soon. We just want to have maybe one final message you can show me. Show me something significant. What do you want people to know? What the hell is going on? What's going on right now? Oh my God, it's freezing, guys.
What?
Guys, it froze. It's freezing. What's going on? Sears literally froze. It's like, it's froze.
The static is frozen?
Oh my God, yeah, I've never seen this happen.
Whoa. Yeah, you have the smoke on there, don't you?
Yeah.
It is frozen.
It was fine this entire time until I asked that last message.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like frozen. The only way to get out is the X. If it corrupts the file, oh, yeah, it's not even doing that. It's not even letting me exit out.
Hope those images saved though.
Hopefully.
The file's here, but it says the file's corrupt, but I can recover it for you. Ooh.
Is there an image?
It is, it's of like a cemetery.
What?
By a tree.
Yeah, it is.
That's bizarre. Cemetery by a tree, which is the potter's field is right out here, but
We're near a tree too. Well, let's say we pack up some of the stuff, head down to the static camera real quick here, and get ready to go back and pick up the cameras from abandonment.
okay.
All right, everybody, we're gonna wrap up my session out here by the water tower. It is absolutely freezing here. I wanna give a big shout out to Paranormal Quest for taking this adventure and this quest with me at the Indiana State Sanatorium. We've had some really freaky stuff happen here tonight. What do you guys think about this location here?
I think it's been an incredible night.
Yeah.
I mean, so many freaky things. This particular session right here was a little bit slow.
Yeah.
I mean, all the sessions that were had in the Adams Hall building were just incredible.
This place has so much history. There's so much tragedy that is soaked into the walls of the Indiana State Sanatorium. I think this place holds energy, whether it's intelligent spirits or whether it's just the energy of the past and the things that happened here. This place is terrifying, and it was terrifying back then, and I think it'll always be terrifying.
We're gonna get out of here, guys. It's getting colder out here, okay? I'm literally shaking as I'm standing here right now. I'm like, no joke. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that like button, smash that like button, and follow me for more locations. I'm going to more locations alone, and it's probably gonna get even scarier. If Adams Hall was just the first place I've went to here so far, I don't know what the hell is gonna happen next. Let's get out of here. We'll see you guys in the next episode of Paranormal Encounters.
Bye.
Rock on.
Bye.